Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a studio vlog, and so let me tell you the story of today's inspiration. So I binge watched the second season of Sabrina, and if you guys don't already know, I'm a spooky queen. I love anything scary movies, anything that is like odd, that's me. So I really liked that show, and it gave me a lot of inspiration to kind of create a spooky line of products. And so my first thought was I really wanted to make like a brain in a jar, but to do that I would need the wax to be clear, and there is a wax out there that is clear and it's called gel wax, and I have never worked with it before, so this is going to be my first time showing you guys how I do with gel wax. And then I also got a mold of these brains, like a brain embed, and so I'm going to show you what I did there. I did some experimentation last night, but the wax that I used didn't work out, and I did some modifications that I'm going to be testing out today with you guys. But yeah, I'm going to take you over to my table so we can go ahead and get started on that. Alright, so here are the embeds that I made last night, the brains, and I made these out of just my normal wax, but as you can see, the gel wax gets so hot that the brain starts to melt once I pour the gel wax in. This is what I came up with last night. It didn't turn out so well. I don't really like it. I think in the end I do want a different brain. I want the brain to be like more round, or if I can get like a larger brain, but for now I'm going to experiment with these because that's what I have. So these are my new embeds. I used a high melt point wax, and then I also used Vibar because that is supposed to harden your wax even more. So these are going to be super hard so that when I pour over the gel, these shouldn't melt. Hopefully that's the plan. This is the gel I got from Michael's. I don't think I like it. I already have a new one ordered. It just takes forever to melt. This was on the stove for like an hour and it just never fully melted. So right now I'm gonna pop the whole thing in, and as you can see, it looks like just gel, but it's candle wax. What the heck? It's so weird. It's clear candle wax, you guys. But I'm gonna go ahead and pop this into one of my containers. So from my understanding, you can melt this as many times as long as you're not adding any colors or whatever fragrance. You can just keep melting it and hardening it and reusing it. So I'm going to go ahead and just pour the whole thing into my container and start melting it now. So I figured while we wait for my stuff to melt, I wanted to show you guys some goodies that I recently purchased from an Etsy shop called, oh my gosh, what's it called? Nature Harvest Designs, and she makes like these wax embeds that look like food. So we're gonna dig in and see what everything looks like. So I wanted to start off with the cinnamon roll embeds. They look like cinnamon rolls, and they even have frosting on top. So I'm gonna make a cinnamon bun candle with these and then use the embeds on top, and these are all made of wax and they are all scented like what they're supposed to be. And I have these raspberries, and I have the perfect scent, like this raspberry vanilla. I think that would go so well together. They smell good. Oh my god, I cannot wait to use those. These are dangerous. These are chocolate chips, so I really want to make like a s'mores candle. And look at these, you guys. As soon as I open this, the aroma is so chocolatey. They look like real chocolate. That's crazy. I'm so excited to use those. And then these are the marshmallows. Marshmallows, looking amazing. Very nice. And ooh, that smells good. And then this, I don't want to make a mess, but they are this is peppermint, like for peppermint bark. So this is like crushed peppermint. It smells delish. And she also sent me like a sample pack. I have a blueberry, a bunch of blueberries, honestly. A lot of blueberries. These look like pears. And then, ooh, we've got some candy corn. These are amazing. I cannot wait to make like a Halloween candle. And this is a large cinnamon bun. Ooh, I just might put this in a wax melt, like a wax warmer, and use it for myself. And then more cinnamon rolls. One without glaze and one with glaze. I like the glaze better. I like that. But anyway, I will link her Etsy shop down below, Nature Harvest Designs, if anyone's interested. You guys, so my wax has been on the stove for an hour. And it's ridiculous how long this takes to melt. I don't know if it's this brand. I already have another brand that I ordered. So we're gonna have to test another brand at a later date, but while that's still melting, I'm gonna unmold these little brains that I made earlier, and hopefully they're okay to unmold. I still feel they're a little warm, but we'll see. And this wax actually made a crater here, but let me go ahead and see if I can't take these out of the molds. Oh, okay, I'm actually gonna stick these in the freezer for a bit before I try this out. So I'm back from the freezer. These were in there for a bit, and we're going to try to remove these. The other wax that I used, it was a lot easier to remove, so hopefully I don't mess them up. We've got something. We've got something. Alright, here we go. Let's see. Oh, she's a brain. She's a brain. But you guys can see, I want a brain that's a little more round rather than being flat. But I'm going to work with this for now just till I can find another mold that I like. But I can already tell the wax is a lot harder than the one I did yesterday. So that's gonna help when I pour the gel wax over to, oh my gosh, so cool, to keep these from melting. Now, let's get the rest out. Okay, so here are our brains. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this knitting device, whatever, and then I'm going to poke a hole down the middle. So I can fit my wick through these brains. Do that for all four. So now we've got that. And let me do a comparison. So this is the one I just made with the harder wax. And this is the softer wax. I like the look of the softer wax, but it just doesn't work for what we're needing to do. Cute. Now let's see if our gel wax can pour over these bad boys. So I've got a couple of jars with wicks already in them. And let me go grab my gel wax. It's not even fully melted yet, but I'm not waiting anymore. So let me just show you guys. This is as melted as it gets. So I'm going to hurry up and pour this before it sets. So what I'm thinking is I'm going to pour the wax. And then let me pour some and then set my brain. Oh my god. If this gets on your skin, that would be terrible because it's like a gloopy gloop. Be hard to get off. So let's pour some, and then I'm going to set one of my brains in, and I'm just going to thread. You see how I did that? I just threaded the wick, and just careful for my hands here. I'm going to use this little spoon actually to push this down in. Ooh. This is a bit hard, so okay. Now I'm just gonna pour more over top. Oh sheesh, oh geez, oh boy. Oh, okay. That was a little scary, but that's one. And then I think I'm going to try to eliminate more air bubbles this round. So let me try. I had a tutorial that I was reading from Nature's Candles, and it said to slowly pour your gel wax inside on the side of the jar like this to eliminate any bubbles. So I think that's good. And now I'm going to stick one of my brains in. You just got to work fast because this stuff sets like nobody's business. Okay, I'm going to just plop this right on top like that, and maybe at an angle to make it seem like it's floating in there. Now I'm going to pour more of my gel wax in like so, and oh my gosh, I feel like it's already setting, you guys. This one, I noticed the wax is not getting in on one of the corners right there, so see if I can't manipulate. This is so nerve-wracking. Now I'm gonna try and see. Oh, she's already setting up. It's already setting up, you guys. So I didn't get, if you see here, there's a big gap there where I didn't get any gel wax. This one turned out a lot better. I think having it more towards the top of the jar like this. Let me get an overhead shot. So we're just testing, so I'm not going to be too critical of myself, but this one, this brain was a lot closer to the top of the jar, and I think when it's like that compared to this one that's a lot more down there, you can see more of the grooves in the brain. And then this one, I poured it really fast, and you can see all of those air bubbles, and you see here when I did a slower pour, less air bubbles. But on this one, I failed to get the gel wax here, and it's already setting up, so I don't think I can, I don't think I can change that. So okay, we're getting somewhere. We are getting somewhere. So to smooth this out, I can just do like a heat gun, smooth out the top from what I read. But it's not bad. It's not bad if I just focus on getting the air bubbles together. It could work. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to check the description down below for all of my social media links on my Etsy shop, Instagram, Facebook, whatever, will all be down there. And did you guys like today's edits? Because I got a new software, so it's about to get real fancy up in here. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Until next time, bye y'all.